fucking stellar. Would you be so happy? Oh! Bro! That's splendid. That's fucking splendid. Welcome to episode 13 of Japanese. Indeed.
Wait. I thought Marcel's was episode 6.
No.
Was it episode 9 then? Did I get it upside
No.
down?
The last episode that's released, like 10 released yesterday.
Is that Marcel's?
No, that's me just solo.
Ah.
Next episode is Riley. Then it'll be a solo.
So Marcel's 9?
Must be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose so. We're joined by
Konrad.
Cyzman.
Cyzman, yeah.
He's the GOAT. He's the DP, the cameraman behind everything, pretty much everything I do. How are we doing?
Good.
Good.
I'm great. Yeah,
Fantastic.
Yeah,
That's great.
doing
I actually forgot we need to do the fit check. So, yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
I got
On the feet.
Nike N354, red, white, and navy black.
Fantastic.
Got Adidas socks.
Adidas.
Wait, no, these are my Adidas socks. I think they're unbranded.
I see.
Got Polish crop, oversized skater jeans.
Fantastic.
We got. One sec. Chromacopia. Columbia jacket that I bought for £18 at a thrift store in Manchester.
Let's see. I got the classics. I have a microphone.
Ah, fair enough.
I have the Sambas, the jeans, the SKS Montgomery shirt, Adidas jacket. Classic. It's classic at this point. You know the drill. We're doing great.
yeah.
You have. What have you been getting up to
I've got a film.
as of late? Oh, you got a film going
Yeah.
out.
I got a film coming out.
I see.
And of course, filming for your short film.
Mm-hmm.
My film, I'm a photographer.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. It is my star cast, Nia Banks and Ruben Shearer.
Big up.
Nia is a photographer
That's cool.
who had a chance to break into the industry and make a name for herself, but didn't, and she always kind of kicked herself for it, and now she's just kind of stuck in this position where her career isn't going anywhere, and she doesn't really know what to do. Her friends tell her, like, bro, just go to therapy, for real. So she goes to therapy, and at first she's very skeptical, but she sees that Ruben, the therapist, is not out to get her by any means, and she starts to get a little more comfortable and opens up a little. And then Ruben is the therapist.
Yes, Ruben Shearer's.
I don't have any depth to his character other than he's a therapist.
Do we see him?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Not in the trailer. Trailer is out now. Little teaser.
Yeah.
Little teaser. I'm a photographer.
Do you know when it's coming out?
No.
No.
My initial goal was to get it out before my birthday, and that is like much more feasible than I thought it would be. Like I thought I would have a lot more footage to scrape through and edit than I do.
Yeah.
And it's probably gonna come out sometime in the middle or the end of February. But follow my Instagram _Konrad _cyzman for updates on when it's coming out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And otherwise, just look out for it.
So go for it. Yeah. How did this idea come to you for this
Well,
thing?
it started like Nia's character was initially male, and it was loosely based on me.
Okay.
And it kind of hit a dead end at some point. I've been writing it on and off for like 6-7 months since like around summer.
What was like the original story?
I mean, it wasn't like there wasn't really that much of a story. It was still just like the therapy session.
Okay, it was just therapy.
But it was like I hadn't really figured out the flow of it yet. And I kept updating it and reworking it, and then eventually I landed on a Nora.
Nora, yeah.
Yeah. So my short film was originally called Nora.
Yeah.
And that was going to be the name of Nia's character. And unbeknownst to me, there was
Mr.
a
Sean
film.
Baker. Yeah.
There was a film, a large film called Nora that came out as I was like finishing up my script, and I had already had the actors down. Kofi was the one who pointed that out to me, and even though the films are like nothing alike,
Nothing, not at all.
like not even
slightly
close, apart
Yeah.
from the main character being female.
Yeah, I called him. Nora.
And called Nora.
Yeah.
But still, I didn't really want to be like sort of piggybacking off of it. So, I mean, the script didn't really change because it was. I basically just had to take out the sentences where the therapist said Honora's name and rework them to something that made a little more sense, or replacing it with you.
Does she have so her name's not mentioned?
No, doesn't have a name.
That kind of makes it more interesting, actually.
Unnamed.
I think
both of them are unnamed.
I Love Photographer is a good tale. It's a good for like a reworking of
Yeah, like it
Nora's,
took
a while.
Yeah. One of my other titles that was like in the running, which I hadn't like after I slept on it for like a week. I realized I really wasn't that good at all. But it was gonna like my two main ones were either I'm a photographer and Everyone Should Get the Chance.
Okay.
And those were basically just like key lines near the beginning of the short film.
Yeah.
That I thought represented the film in a good way. And I decided to go with I'm a Photographer. And the other day, I painted it. I painted I'm a Photographer on a piece of paper, cut it out in Photoshop, graded it, and stretched it, and that became my title card.
Very good. I'm sure you know I'm a big fan of title cards. I have a big appreciation for them. I feel like when filmmakers or editors ever put the effort in, like it's for at least me, I fucking appreciate every time a filmmaker puts effort into the title card instead
thank you very much.
Instead of just the name of the film or no title card, you know. Sometimes no title card works.
With Day by Day, my first film, watch it.
Day by Day.
Starring Kofi.
Crazy.
I actually spent like 2 weeks like trying to figure out the font for it.
Oh really?
Yeah, because like
I see.
Like it was like the week before we shot it. That's when we decided that we were gonna shoot it, and from then, like I had like 20 different fonts that I kept like switching between until I eventually landed on the font that I used.
Wow, that's interesting. I actually like for me like typeface selection is like it's not like a big thing, but it's like I feel like people notice it at least a lot of my work, and it's like something I put quite a lot of importance on making it feel like it fits type shit, you know. And you know, in school I used to be the guy that could name any typeface on the street.
Yeah,
shit,
that was
you know,
your thing for a while.
That was a thing. That was a thing for a while. Yeah, I'd be like, that's fucking Cooper Black.
We'd just be walking around with a group of friends,
Yeah.
and we'd just be like, Kofi, what's that typeface? What's
Copper
that
plate,
font?
copper plate, and then there was a time where they didn't believe me. They searched it up, and lo and behold, he got the font right. But now I actually don't spend that long looking, because usually I assume this is probably the same for you. Like, you know the vibe you want it to have. Like, you know whether it's going to be blocky or serif.
I will type in like keywords into a font searcher.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the I'm a photographer, I knew that I didn't want it to be like with Anora.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Funnily enough, it was actually going to be really similar to the typeface of like the movie
like
Anora.
scripts.
Yeah, like that.
I see.
Oh wait, I thought it was like kind of like
Yeah, it's calligraphy kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what like what I was gonna use
that's what I had in
originally.
mind. Yeah.
It was always supposed to be red,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously I couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And I decided to go like, I had like a few different versions.
Mm-hmm.
There was a version that I did that it looked like really bloody. Like I watered down some acrylic paint and I painted it with drops. Like I would put like a drop of paint and then I'd like smash my notebook down to make the drop go into a specific way.
Yeah.
And then that's how I would build the letters, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it ended up looking like really bloody, like it was supposed to be a horror
like
movie
Sinister
or something.
Dexter
So
type shit.
I added a bit of baking soda to my acrylic paint just to make it like a little thicker.
That's interesting.
Like literally just a tiny bit, like a little tiny
Dab.
Yeah, like a pinch. A pinch.
Pinch of baking soda.
And that just made it like a tiny bit thicker, and I used that instead, and tried to like make my lines as clear as possible, still have like a few flecks come out.
Something that, it works. I'm looking forward to seeing it. The show. Is this, like you mentioned this project like a few weeks ago? Is this like part of like a wider story that you want to explore?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Like, because at the end I left room for like development.
Mm-hmm.
I let like it could go any way really. Like it could be like a continuation of the therapy session or a new therapy session, or it could be Nia's the main character's like life outside of the therapy, or like it could be the therapist. You know, I left
very open.
Yeah,
that's good.
Like the end isn't like ambiguous because there isn't like any questions that you would have throughout the film that are unanswered by the end. There aren't really anything like that, but it kind of just like it's the end of a chapter sort of thing. At the end of a chapter of a book where you can close the book, finish it for the night, and then come back to it at some point, and you'll still know what's going on.
That's good. So it's a good way to end things. You know, I think a lot of, especially filmmakers who, like as filmmakers, we see like every kind of movie, and like a lot of the time, especially if like, let's say you've written something but you don't have an ending for it, and you're like, what kind of ending's the best? They're always like, the ambiguous ending is the best filmmaker. But sometimes it's just keep it straightforward. You know. And sometimes like finality actually like adds more to the film. It makes it feel more like an actual completed work. You know? Yeah. Seriously, it has a very final ending. Yeah. There's no way about it. You know. And to be fair, I wrote two endings for First City. The other ending would have been a different flavor, I suppose. But yeah, you are one of my best friends, of course. People who are watching, I'm sure, are aware of this. Part of the kind of the trio, the Holy Trinity, Marcel, Konrad, and Kofi. But I would say that you, of most of my friends, or potentially all, are the one I see the most. I can feel like we're on the same creative wavelength, pretty much all the time. Yeah. Even if like we can have a conversation.
It's the sort of thing where it's like instead of finishing each other's sentences, we finish each other's ideas.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, like we are, and that's the thing I like the most about working with you, is that like I feel like it's the best kind of partnership if like I don't even have to finish the sentence, like you understand what I'm going for. Yeah. Or I can just be like, I don't even be like, yeah, I got it. Which is like the best kind of fucking way to work in my opinion. It's great to be in the flow state. With another person, because that's very, very rare, I feel. And you should have said ambition
Huh?
You share the same ambition,
Same
that I
ambition.
feel, and you don't feel like you have to stay in one lane or anything. You're just as eager to check out every single discipline in art and shit, which is what I love to see. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, what can we talk about?
I don't know.
What's
I mean, I figured you would have had questions.
No.
ready.
I like to keep it as open as possible. I feel like we're probably just gonna have a talk about creativity,
Yeah.
most likely, because that's kind of our main thing. But how is it trying to figure out, I guess, like career paths or something?
I mean, I sort of figured out my career path a little bit ago. I mean, it's still kind of open. I just know for a fact that I want to go into film.
Uh-huh.
I know that I want to go into film first before, like, any other main career.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I'd love to direct. I've been getting into writing a lot more. Obviously, cinematography would be up there. That would be ideal to be a director or a cinematographer. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to uni. I'll see where that takes me.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's a lot of opportunities for like internships and that with other things. And also I'm not sure if it's the BBC or a different like studio in the UK, but there's a studio that is opening up like a really big studio lot in Stirling.
Oh, okay.
Like a studio film lot.
Might be NFTS or something. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And it's getting built. It's getting finished the same year we finish uni.
Oh, okay.
So like obviously they'll be looking for a lot of like internships and things. And since I'm fresh out of uni, it might actually line up really well.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed for that. Maybe.
Yeah.
4 years down the line.
Definitely. No, yeah. I respect your openness. I'm not sure how difficult it was to come to the decision that you're gonna take a gap year, which is something we are both doing at the same time.
I mean, it wasn't like a difficult decision. I always wanted to take a gap year.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it was. I don't know. I always wanted just like a little, like at least a year break of
from like
the school routine before
Yeah.
going straight back to school. Like I didn't want to finish 13 years of school just to go back straight to school for another 4.
Yeah. That was another one of my like primary reasons. Obviously I wanted to explore shit, do whatever the fuck I want in terms of being a creative person, but that was probably the primary reason, is the fact that like I've never experienced life with nothing else actually, like a routine that you can't get out of like legally. So that was good. And how's it been thus far, the year?
I mean, it's been good. I've mainly just been chilling, and obviously I practiced a lot with like music in general. Oh, for my birthday, I'm getting an electric drum set. So I'm gonna finally start getting back into drums.
That's good.
Which I'm really fucking excited for.
That's good. You're gonna do like live MIDI drums.
Yeah,
Cool.
because it's like one of the main reasons I stopped drumming when I was younger is because one, it was too loud for me and too loud for my family.
I see.
Because because that I've got my tinnitus, and even if I were like noise cancelling earplugs, it would still be like way too loud for the rest of the house, so I could only really play when everyone was out. So I wanted an electric drum set for a while, and I'm finally getting one soon, and I'll be able to start practicing again.
That's good shit.
Like I'm practicing music. I've been practicing writing as well. Like I've shared a few different like short stories with you.
Yep.
Most of them didn't really go anywhere, but it was mainly just like for myself.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to just do like a writing exercise. Almost.
I've done like obviously a couple of workshops. I did like that internship with the photography guys in Perth.
Actually,
last year in the summer.
Remember how did I go? I didn't like hear about that.
I mean,
what was the content of it?
It was It was like a council video that we made, like we shot and edited, and I was kind of just along for the ride. And in editing, I did like most of the editing, and they were like shadowing me.
Oh, okay.
And showing me like shortcuts on how to do better, like how to make things easier and for myself.
It's like the streamlining the process.
Yeah, I really want to invest into getting Adobe Studio. Because it just
That's sweet.
Yeah, sweet. That's what. Yeah, because like it would be so good to not have the pirated versions anymore.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because it's like there are so many things on like the newer versions of like After Effects and Photoshop and Premiere Pro that I would love to have, but I just can't get.
Yeah.
So I want to invest into that at some point.
Yeah, no.
But obviously it's like a lot of money.
I hope that GSA can hook us up with some kind of student, whether it's license or even just a discount. Because I'm getting tired of going on.
That's like my main hope. If not, then I'll start considering investing into it.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's like $360 for Adobe Studio for a year, I think.
No, it's a subscription. Is there a
no? You can't like.
There's no one time.
Yeah, I searched for so long trying to find anywhere with a like they do have. They have one-time payments, but it's usually third party.
Okay.
Of like Premiere Pro or Photoshop, like just the single apps, and they're like ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
And it's only for that one version. Like you can't get
you can't get updates.
for like updated versions. No. So it's like it's really shit. Like the cheapest option would be to go for the subscription, which is also ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, piracy is saving this generation. It's making. It's fucked up because it's not good, but like it makes things more accessible, I suppose.
Yeah.
So
and I would use like Blackmagic. Like wait, what's it called? DaVinci
Resolve.
Yeah. I would use DaVinci Resolve, but I don't know. I really don't like the user interface of DaVinci Resolve.
It's
I
not
really don't like it.
You get used to it.
I love Premiere Pro's interface, and like I use CapCut for like for like smaller projects if I'm just making like videos on the side for like macro or my brother or something. I'll use that because that's like it's like it has basically everything Premiere Pro has, but just like a little less. And then like if you really want to, you can get like the CapCut Premium, which is like quite a lot better as well.
CapCut is, I think, in my opinion, the most underrated.
Yeah, it's like it's the
software
best
for sure.
Free editing software out
100%.
there.
And it's like
it's beginner friendly.
That's the main thing.
Like,
it's so user accessible for anyone with like no experience to just get into type shit.
And like DaVinci Resolve, it's free, but like if
it's so ass as a beginner. You have no fucking. It's like a space.
And also it takes so much power.
Yeah, it does.
Like it's so fucking slow on my PC, and I just updated my CPU earlier this year. And it was mainly for Premiere Pro, so I could use Premiere Pro because I was like tired of getting blue screened every single time I was editing.
Yeah.
And now I don't have the problem with blue screen, but for some reason, maybe because it's a pirated version, like half the time, my files do not save.
Oh, okay.
I had like there was one time where I was editing. I'm a photographer, and I lost like 4 hours of work. 4 or 5 hours of work. And now I save like at least 5 different versions every single time
just to be sure.
I'm exiting, and I'm like Control-S-ing every single 20 seconds, and I mean, it's so fucking stressful.
That's one of the best things. For one about CapCut is it like auto-saves.
Yeah.
The auto-save feature is one of the best things for a creative person. Like
that's why I really want the Adobe Suite as well, because you have autosave on like Premiere Pro, and you can like one of the best things about it is that you can like switch apps without like you can keep the same project open but in different apps.
Oh, okay, that's
like,
really good. Yeah.
Like it was something that the guy showed me like when I was in their apprenticeship.
You can like straight from like After Effects.
Yeah, like he took the Premiere Pro project into After Effects, did some like 3D text thing that he did with like a drone.
That's cool.
In After Effects, and then imported it right back.
Yeah.
And then like he uploaded audio to like Adobe audio thing.
Podcast.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And took out like there's this feature on it where you can highlight a frequency of like dead air, like when no one's speaking, right? You like highlight that bit, and then you tell the program to take that frequency out, and then it takes out like all the frequency of wind.
That's crazy.
Like like it turns like any mic into like just pure crisp quality, and it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
And I would really love to use that, but again, $360 a year, maybe more. I don't remember.
Yeah, it probably is. And I'm pretty sure people are pissed off now because they're like it's part of like the agreement, the terms of service that like they can use their shit for AI or something.
Oh yeah, I mean that makes sense because like everyone is wanting to get Adobe now because of like all the new AI tools.
AI tools.
But
yeah,
like,
I suppose, yeah.
but like they don't want their projects to use as reference for AI, which I mean I don't really find a problem with because it's not like they're gonna be like taking your work and posting it. It's it literally just sits on a server for the AI to reference to not only make your AI better but everyone else's.
Yeah.
So like it makes sense, and I don't understand why people are being so pissy about it.
I think it's more so just like when it's more like a direct, when like what the AI creates is more like a direct rip off of pre-existing work. But
yeah,
in that case, it's kind of more let's be original type shit.
Yeah.
It's more like on the person using the AI than the person being referenced, being
and like
type shit.
Count your lucky stars if that happens, because that's a good copyright lawsuit on your hands. If you find someone who used like even like you could sue Adobe for that, for like using your, because they would use your but like they would use your work to put into someone else's and claim that it's AI, but it's not. It's just like I would be so happy if that happened to me. Like if I just see like I am a photographer, like just in some random person, I'm suing Adobe instantly. But I mean, obviously that wouldn't happen because I don't have the official version. I don't have AI on my Photoshop.
I see. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. It was gonna be like, so we're both going to Glasgow School of Art.
Yeah.
You were doing
Fine art photography.
I'm doing fashion design.
Fashion design.
We're two different buildings, right? You're doing
because you're in
building.
like the main building. I'm in the fine arts building.
Yeah.
That's like right down at the bottom in the corner. It's like the furthest away building from the campus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still like on campus, like still like 2-minute walk up the hill. But I mean, what's like really good about that building is I don't need to walk up any hill to get to it. I can walk around the hill from the bus station because it goes past like it goes behind the Royal Conservatoire, and that road leads right to my building.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good, and it's also like really in the hot spot of like the creative area of Glasgow. I'm just being in Glasgow as well instead of Perth.
You know what else?
What else?
The Fine Arts building is like right behind this really fucking good Chinese bakery.
Oh wow!
It's like ridiculous. It's so fucking good.
Yeah. Okay. Are you trying to live there, Glasgow?
First year probably not.
Okay.
I'll probably do what Marcel's doing, like drive up to the bus station and then take like the 1-hour bus to Glasgow.
I see.
To like Broxton and take the 1-hour bus to Glasgow. That's probably what I'll do.
For money reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I also just don't really want to do the student accommodation. Like when I live in Glasgow, I want to like get my own. Oh Jesus, fuck! What was that? That was like the taco beef subway from earlier. Oh shit! I've got my cookie.
Oh,
I'm gonna eat my cookie. Whip out my cookie. But
rainbow cookie from Subway.
I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? When I move to Glasgow, I want to like actually get my own apartment, probably with Jasmine.
Yeah, I see.
Shout out Jasmine.
Big up Jasmine.
The love of my life.
Cool. Okay. All right. Fuck. What about like uni homes? Like not necessarily student accommodation, but like.
That would probably be like the way to go.
Yeah,
Because
that's-
obviously it's still your own apartment. It's just
Yeah.
cheaper.
That's-
like it's only students in the building.
that's the plan for me
Yeah.
and Marcel. That's what I want to do, but we'll obviously see if the financials allow for it.
Oh, when we were in Manchester, the uni buildings
Mm-hmm.
like are actually ridiculous. They're so nice in Manchester.
Oh, okay.
They
That's
are
crazy.
so fucking nice.
Really?
Like not the accommodation, but like what you were
The
talking
uni home section.
Yeah, uni home. Like they are so fucking nice. Like it's actually like when we were waiting for the train back to Scotland, we the train station was right outside of like these 3 giant fucking sky rises
Oh,
of
fuck.
uni halls, and when you looked in, like looking through the window, it was so big and so nice. Like
I see. That's probably cost a fucking pretty
Yeah,
penny though, for
but-
sure. But I suppose it's nice for uni accommodation, which tends to be look like people like
no,
differentiate
not
from
even for
prisons.
uni accommodation. Like
Just for a living.
yeah,
Okay, wow.
like I can imagine like I don't know, like a YouTuber living there or something. you
Yeah,
know?
okay. I see. Yeah, that's quite significant. Quite.
They're like really nice apartments.
What was the I don't know, like thought process or like the reason you decided to do fine art photography instead of like going to film school or something?
A lot of my like favorite directors and cinematographers, and just like in general, I found out that a lot of people that I like admire, they learned like everything they know from like cinematography, composition, coloring, everything they know from photography courses, not film courses.
I see.
Because I feel like film courses, they're mainly like they usually put you in a position where you can go into like TV network filming
Yeah.
or into just like normal 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But I feel like with fine art photography, it gives me like a lot more
Artistic freedom. Yeah.
a lot more artistic freedom, and I will be able to build up my, because like I can still do film in the course, which
Yeah.
is right really really good.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And-
I actually didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like it will be more like shot and composition based, like not dialogue. Like I'm not making like storytelling, but like I can use moving pictures.
Yeah, that's good.
And-
That's good. Yeah.
I feel like that gives me a lot more diversity with like building up my portfolio, and I feel like it will get me a lot more opportunities to do something that I actually really want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
That's good. No, for sure. I definitely like. It was kind of like I had to like think quite hard what I was gonna go to university for.
Yeah, between like music, fashion, and film.
Film, fashion, music. That's the holy trin for me. That's my top 3. It's like so most of my life revolves around. And yeah, I think like I understand people going to film school, but for me, whatever I decided to go to uni for was going to be the thing that I thought I would benefit the most from going to a institution to learn type shit. I felt that fashion was definitely that place where, in terms of creative practice and also picking up the actual like pattern making and clothes making skills, like the technical abilities would be the best there. And you doing photography makes sense. Like I feel like film school, like I was watching something or reading something that like film school realistically is for people who want to make films but don't know how. Photography and that's it. They'll show you basically how you can make a film and the kind of thinking you need to have to make one.
Yeah, like it's more like going to film school. It's like basically all about technical ability and a lot of written, but like
It's like how to become a conventionally good filmmaker.
yeah.
But that's it. It's like you when you come out of film school, realistically you're gonna still be at the start.
Yeah.
You won't have like you probably won't have, maybe you do have a style, but you
I
have
feel-
unless you've like made something.
I feel like for most film school students, they kind of get put in a box of like, this is what's good, this is what bad, this is what is bad, and they like everything. Like I feel like things that are experimental just fly out of the window for you, and you just do like the conventionally good, pleasing to the eye shots,
Yeah.
sort of thing, you know. But like with fine art photography, it's entirely all about experimentation.
Yeah.
Like you will fail and you will get laughed out of the room if you put like like just like normal bulk standard conventional shots.
That the whole point, especially GSA, their whole thing is about creative exploration and like trial and error and basically just process. They don't really give a fuck about the actual finished work. They just want to make sure that you basically tried everything. Which is probably the thing I like the most about Glasgow School of Art. Also, going to that campus and seeing like the actual fucking place is like, it's cracked. It's just a great school, great resources, and I like the environment, just the way it felt, in terms of people, like the people who were going there, felt like they were the right kind of people to be around. But
I can't wait to try using, because I've never actually, or I mean, I've clicked the button, but I've never like actually used a film camera.
oh, okay,
You know?
I see.
So that's what like one of the main things I'm really excited for with GSA, because
is
their
it like-
camera locker is like ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, okay. Is that like film photography or even like both, just film and film
Like, what?
video, like shooting on 16 or 35
Yeah.
or something? Yeah,
Do you mind holding this for a sec?
I can.
As I open my Sublime Lime.
Drinks,
Sublime Lime.
sips.
Sips with a Z.
That might have to be the new segment.
Offshoot.
Sips offshoot, fucking spin off.
Do you want to try? Have you had Sublime Lime? Diet Coke.
Sure, try some.
It's delicious.
Try some. I'll sky it. It's my drink.
You can drink it normally. I don't mind.
It's not bad. I tried a blue Pepsi the other day. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's actually not bad.
Like, it'll never be my first pick. But I'll have it.
Yeah,
I would have
choose
it.
But then again, I wouldn't really choose Pepsi at all either.
Pepsi Max
Me-
though,
me
and
personally.
Pepsi Max Cherry.
Mm.
Pepsi Max, best cola flavored drink. Pepsi Max Cherry, best cola cherry drink.
Oh,
It's like,
okay.
and then
Interesting.
like, I feel like most people, when I say that, because I've said it a lot, when I say that, people either like strongly agree or strongly disagree. It's a very like,
controversial, like divisive.
yeah,
take.
divisive, not controversial.
Yeah.
Controversial wasn't the right
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
It's a drink. It's good
Like,
friend.
it's not like anyone's gonna get mad at me for saying it. Or not like actually angry.
Yeah. I was gonna say something again. What's your like macro goals? You know, like in terms of what do you want to do? Like next few months, what do you want to do? Like, what's your ambitions career wise?
Well, I mean, finish off my short film,
Yep.
obviously.
Of course.
I'm like, I really want to get into writing the script for the drone short that I was.
Dystopian.
Yeah. That, like, I really want to start writing a script for that, but I think that that'll be like years down the line.
Yes. Okay.
Because that's like obviously like a very ambitious type project. I don't
Do
see
you
how I
want
would.
to like really commit to like do
Yeah.
it fully. Yeah. Okay.
I don't see how I would be able to do it
Like zero
like
budget.
now with no budget.
Okay. I see.
Because for one, I don't know shit about VFX.
Mhm.
Like
You
obviously I
wonder
watch
VFX.
Corridor Crew.
Yeah.
But
Big up corridor.
yeah, but
Ran.
like in terms of actually using and making visual effects and CGI, I am absolutely fucking clueless about, and
Yeah.
I know that for what I want to do, I'm going to need CGI and VFX and like
Okay.
like a shit ton of like extras and things, because I want to show like I mean, obviously anyone who's watching this, they won't really know
With
what I'm
real
talking
context.
about. Maybe one day it'll be like big budget movie and people will come back to it like, this is what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe, possibly,
hope-
but
God bless. Godspeed.
but like I want to show the drones like just walking about and living their life and being like actually just completely lifeless husks of people. Like, and I also want to explore an idea of people doing drone only like cafes and businesses,
Ooh, okay.
so that
yes. It's like
because like
segregation
obviously like in the beginning people wouldn't have really cared, but then as people go on, like say you were going to a cafe and your waiter is a drone, like they would be like some customers might get actually pissed at you because you're just like emotionless and you're just like kind of there, like you're taking the order and then you're leaving, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to explore the idea of having like say like a drone cafe, like run entirely by drones, maybe like one or two like normal human managers.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
okay. I really like this.
And like everything there would be like cheaper, but obviously you don't get like
The best service.
yeah,
Okay.
you don't get like the service of like actually interacting with everyone.
Yeah.
You know.
I really like this. It's like a very much like a world building.
Yeah,
kind of
like
thing.
it's definitely gonna take a lot of time.
What's do you see this being like a short that leads to a feature being like a pilot, or I think it'd be a great pilot, quite frankly.
Yeah.
That'd be
I would love to either make it like a pilot for a show,
Yeah.
or Jesus, the taco again,
taco.
or a short for a feature. Like that would be my two main goals, and I'm wanting to do it. Like obviously a lot of things could change, but I'm wanting to do it all through uni, and if I ever get to a point where I'm like really happy with it and I can shoot it, I have the means to shoot it. I have like say someone sees my idea and gives me a grant, hypothetically, and
Or
I
if you
have
just
the means
apply
to
for
shoot it
funding.
for like a short
Yeah.
or whatever. Like that's my hope, that one day it might get picked up.
Picked up, yeah. That's good. I'm mess with that. I mean, like, what's the name? Cane Pixels type situation where like
Yeah.
back rooms is just like an
Or-
explorative project.
Oh fuck, I forgot his name. Never mind, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna remember his name.
Okay, a guy
It was like a CGI artist
as well.
that like got into the industry, and he was just like making shit on his own, and it was like ridiculously good. Like better than most features that come out.
Oh wow, really?
Like you would have seen him on Corridor Crew. Like they talk about him all the time, they jizz over him. Like it's like he just like makes everything in his garage and on Blender.
Oh okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about? Who like
I think
also
so.
yeah.
I think I do,
But he
yeah, okay.
he worked on like a big movie recently. I forgot what it was though. Because like people saw his work and invited him on. There's also that like Lego kid that did the scene in Spider-Verse.
His portfolio.
Yeah,
Fucking
mad.
He's
Like,
already won animation. Like,
Yeah,
he can do anything. He should do anything.
going many.
Because any fucking animator who worked on Spider-Verse is like set for life because they
Yeah.
can do any project. There's like a gazillion art styles, any direction you can go from that, and it's just like the most.
Why does Shamik Moore? Like why? I was so excited for that film coming out this year.
Fucking weird
I was
guy.
so looking forward to it.
I don't think it was actually him, realistically, but like he's not helped anything, realistically.
No, but did you see what he said? Like what?
Yeah,
like, what
that's,
he's been,
yeah. I'm
Like,
saying.
the apology video. Like
But it's so easy to
why?
work
It's gonna
with.
take so much longer now.
When I'm looking at Haley Steinfeld, it's so easy to. Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna recast him or like put him through rehab or something.
No,
or I
but
guess not rehab because
probably
obviously
just media
there's
training or
nothing.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
rehab. Don't know where rehab came from.
Rehab for being fucking
Like,
hustless.
and if they do like change the actor, I wonder if they'll try and like emulate the voice or just like have their own take on it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
Because like obviously, shit happened with Rick and Morty. The actors that play the new Rick and Morty, they're trying to like emulate Justin Roiland, which I mean makes sense because they have like very iconic voices by this point. It'd be like very stupid to change them, but also it's like very jarring because it's not quite Justin Roiland's voice, and it's like you know the like I turned myself into a toilet or something. I don't know. It was like in the trailer for the Rick and Morty, like the newest Rick and Morty season, and like or he turned himself into a shovel or something. I don't fucking remember, but it was like it sounded so bad.
Really?
And like watching the show, like watching like the newest season, you can go through it and kind of ignore it, but there are some points where it just like really takes you out of it, and I honestly don't think I'm gonna keep watching it.
I kind of didn't really cross my mind because like obviously I knew they sorted the actors, but I wasn't like I don't think I've watched it and been for more than like a minute fixated on the voice. I kind of just forget about the recastings. But at the same time, something that people have pointed out, especially about Shamik Moore's performance as Miles, is that like sure he's done a great job and like Miles is acted very well, but like his voice is a good fit, but his
Yeah.
actual acting ability
Yeah,
isn't
it's
that
not good.
It's
It's not great.
mid at best, realistically.
Yeah. Like his voice is so perfect
Voice
for
is
mine.
perfect.
But
The actual voice acting is nothing remarkable, essentially.
Yeah.
So regardless, maybe they find an actor with the same voice, but like they could 100% find a better voice actor.
Yeah.
For Miles Morales.
for like in terms of acting ability,
Uh-huh.
100% they could find someone
Yeah.
better.
And if between the first Spider-Verse and the second Spider-Verse would have been the perfect time
And the
to get a new one as
yeah,
well.
and the thing is, because obviously, or from what I know,
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to be like the last film in the trilogy.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, they could easily cast like an actual teenager who sounds like that and not have to worry about their voice changing for the next movie.
True. Or even
You know?
do some Marvel thing where he's the one who plays fucking Miles Morales in MCU type.
Or
shit.
like I honestly, like, I feel like because of how much Spider-Verse 1 and 2 have brought to like animation and just storytelling in general, they could probably get away with it. Like, people would look past it if they just AI'd Shamik Moor's voice.
I don't think they can go with that. That's a stretch. That's a
Honestly,
stretch.
I feel like at first people would, like, there would be backlash, obviously, but I feel like they would
okay.
look past it pretty
If
quickly.
they released that movie, people would still watch the movie, and the movie would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
However, that would be a very hard thing to look past, type shit. But it would still rake in cash on cash.
Yeah,
on
no,
cash.
but I mean, like obviously, so like an actual actor is doing the acting for the voice, and then they're just like
Yeah.
AIing Shamik Moore's voice on top of it.
Yeah.
Or even just like halfway.
I
know?
mean, so long as all parties were agreeing, that it would be fine.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened. So it's interesting. Very interesting debate. Any thoughts on AI? That was brought up in the last episode of Riley, actually.
What?
Any general thoughts on AI? What
AI?
you like it for? What you don't like it for?
Like I like it as an actual tool. Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Likewise.
like for example, Jasmine, she's doing her college work, obviously, right?
Yep.
And instead of like doing like tons and tons and tons of research for a particular thing, she asks ChatGPT to explain certain topics to her, and like she won't take anything from the AI. Like she just uses the information and writes it into her own words. Like, I feel like that's like a very, like, I feel like that's how it should be used.
Yep.
You know, like as a tool to like help certain aspects, not to like make things like from scratch. Like for example, you know, like the Secret Invasion intro.
Yes.
Yeah. Or the new like Kanye West music video with Miles and Northwest, yeah.
That's really weird for him to do, like on his own daughter. Very very strange.
Yeah. No, but like that's the kind of that's the stuff that irks me, because obviously that is the kind of thing that puts entire departments out of work.
And it's not like
Entire departments, like entire studios out of work. That's the kind of thing that happens with that.
Yeah.
But like say someone is like struggling with color grading and they use AI to color grade it for them. You know, like that's
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
It's for me. It's more an issue when like AI can be used for research. Like AI should just be doing the shit that no one wants to do. That's it. Like
Yeah.
and when you start using AI to make things from scratch, make new things, which it can't do because it can only pull.
Yeah, and
from
it
something that
like
exists,
always looks bad.
Yeah.
But because it's like AI, it's like sort of the style of AI, and
Yeah.
people look past it, which is
right.
like really annoying.
And people will say like, "Oh, yeah, it's just getting better and better," and like obviously it's kind of scary in terms of how accurate it can be.
Yeah.
But in terms of like the creative field, I think AI shouldn't be used to do anything to make new work. It shouldn't be used to help
Yeah.
or to supplement a creator in achieving their vision. But
Yeah.
like, I'm like, maybe if it's a creative choice and like from source to finish, it's completely original work.
Yeah.
Sure, but like I feel like rest in peace David Lynch. He probably would have, if he was like born 20 years later, probably used AI for something, 100%.
For sure.
If he hasn't already, maybe he has. But it has the potential to be used as a creative tool. For sure.
Alfred Hitchcock. He would have definitely used AI.
You reckon?
Yeah, no,
Really?
like if Alfred Hitchcock was born in like 1990 or 1980,
Yeah.
he would be like undisputed the greatest director of right now. I am
Okay.
100% sure of that.
Oh, because like he could like
Because
explore anything.
he had so many like incredible ideas and so many ways to work around it, but he was like so limited.
like by his time.
Yeah.
literally, but which is actually insane. Like he
Because-
is arguably the best mind that we've ever
like
had in
I
film type shit.
like I can watch an Alfred Hitchcock movie and appreciate it, but I won't really enjoy it not that much, purely because
Like there's a limit to how much you
yeah.
can actually appreciate it because it's dated.
yeah, because I know I know that if he was like in the modern day, like his films would like actually blow me the fuck away. Like
Yeah.
like every single film would be like a spectacle.
It'd be like an Interstellar every time.
like it would
Types,
like
yeah,
be ridiculous.
yeah. He's and it's like the fact that his films hold up still, like
Yeah.
regardless of the fact that he's limited by
Or
the
Stanley
time.
Kubrick as well. Stanley Kubrick.
He would make fucking mind
Like-
he already make mind fucks.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
literally.
If he had
wow.
fucking like the NASA computers that Weta has right now,
Honestly.
like imagine Space Odyssey
He probably
filmed today. That would be ridiculous.
wow.
Like
yeah.
and he would be able to use like Weta's fucking tech that they use for Planet of the Apes.
Yeah,
Instead
like
of like
any-
having like
yeah.
the fucking idiots in monkey costumes.
Yeah, but still,
you know?
still that's nah. That's a good also another interesting thing because we have grown up definitely in, like the VFX revolution. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Like it's our generation saw or grew up, I suppose, with like VFX becoming the norm in like big blockbuster films. What's the thoughts on it? You know, what's the thoughts on the use? I feel like we're pretty on board for using it when you give the VFX artist the time to
Yeah.
actually be creative.
Because like the MCU is just
It's just making me sad because
Yeah, I
like,
know,
grew
it's
up with
ju-
that
it's like
shit. It
act-
was so good.
like or like you know the scene like near the end of Deadpool 3 where Deadpool and Wolverine, they're fighting all these Deadpools and like everything, it looks so fucking good, and then right at the end Wolverine jumps out and he looks like
Oh,
like
okay, yeah.
video game selection, like he's like it's so bad, it's such shit animation. And I feel like a lot of it, they blew their budget on reconstructing. Oh, I forgot his name. The British guy's face.
Oh, for the face scene.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
like the hand going in the face.
Yeah,
I feel like they
Matthew
blew.
McFadden.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like they blew so much of the budget
Really?
on that
yeah, that
because
took a long time.
it actually looked incredible. Like I thought most of it was practical at first, and then I saw the VFX breakdown, and I was like, oh
That's
shit,
insane. Yeah.
that's actually crazy. But then having that like right after Wolverine looking like a PS3 idol character, you know, like it obviously it made me think that it was like prosthetics and it was like something like that because of how bad Wolverine looked. I feel like in that way, sure.
Yeah, that's a little
But, like-
whatever works, you know. Yeah, but, nah,
But it's like
I think like
it's just kind of exhausting.
it's more just the way the industry has treated VFX in the last like 10, 15 years.
Yeah, because like as
It was it was treated with the respect it deserved.
like
up
back in the day,
up until like
because no
then-
one could do it.
and only the people who were genuinely dedicated and love what they were doing were able to do it.
That's why they had so much time.
Up until
and
like
so
I'd
much
say
money
like
invested into them.
Avengers Assemble was like the last time they were genuinely given and even then it was probably crunch.
Like,
Fucking.
I feel like the downfall and also like the peak of VFX started when Blender came out.
Oh,
because,
really? Okay.
Because
I'll see.
Blender, as amazing as it is, and as much as you can do with Blender,
Yeah.
it made VFX like so accessible that so many like really talented artists were like so ready to do it for like basically nothing.
That's a great. That's such a great point. I haven't heard that take. Yeah.
Because, like, obviously now so many people have access to all these things, and I feel like it's the same with like music, like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because, like, when everyone starts to get access to that sort of technology, I feel like at first there's like a really big pitfall of like everyone just making anything for like basically no money, basically no time, and it just gets put out as is. And I feel like that's what happened in like music 10 years ago.
Like SoundCloud era.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
No, not even like,
Or-
with like
Or like
SoundCloud.
the BandLab era.
Yeah, like they're like it gave the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows.
I think music is experiencing what the CGI was experiencing maybe 5 years ago. I think now that it's the Marvel has had a decline for long enough for people to realize that it needs time and respect
like-
to make good shit.
Like you can tell that people's perspective is starting to change and people are actually putting more quality.
Yeah.
Like
I
feel like Dune 2 and Dune 1 are like a testament to that, how people are starting to like trust in the time it takes to make everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's like almost always like the attitude that's given to like the director or like someone like Denis Villeneuve, who's a fucking auteur. His creative vision is so strong and is allowed to be strong because the studio trusts him to actually do the things. But something with Marvel, which is just a machine, realistically.
Yeah.
It's a money-making machine, and Disney is Disney. So
Because the thing is with Marvel, they don't really care that much about the quality of the movies anymore because they don't need to.
Yeah.
Because that's not where they make most of their money.
No, but that's the thing. Like, oh, that's actually a great point.
Yeah, because
it's
like
toys,
it's
just toys.
yeah,
just
it's
toys.
like
Yeah.
the kids they're seeing the movies. They don't care about like the quality of the VFX. They can't tell.
Yeah.
And they just think, oh, new Spider-Man suit or oh, new Deadpool. I want one. I want 10. That's how they
actually-
make all their money. That's why they don't care about the quality. But I feel like because obviously the past year the only movie that the MCU has put out was Deadpool 3. I feel like they're finally realizing that
I
they
think-
need to put more time into their projects. That's why they pushed everything back a year.
I don't know if it was. I'm pretty sure it's because they got like the new, like I don't know if it was Bob Iger or Bob Iger was the guy that kicked out, but like the person.
Bob Iger has been CEO of Disney for like ages, has he not?
No. He's either the newest or well, maybe ages now, but like the era between like Endgame and Deadpool, which was dog shit realistically. Eternals had good VFX. That's it.
Like
That's like the only thing I had going for it.
No Way Home was like it was decent.
It was an event
Yeah.
more than an actual good film.
Yeah, exactly. Like Far From Home, that was good. I like that.
Yeah.
Piggybacking off of Endgame, it was good.
Uh-huh.
No Way Home, it was like really good in the moment, but I watched it when I watched it for the second time, like earlier this year. I was like, this movie really isn't that good. And, like it's really not good at all. It was just the hype
Yeah.
surrounding it that made it like so exciting at the time. But now, looking back, it's really not that
In a
great of
vacuum,
movie.
it's not that great. I think as part of like that trilogy, it was.
Yeah.
It still kind of holds
Yes,
up.
yeah.
However,
I feel like it
Yeah.
definitely delivered expectations and gave fans what they wanted and expected.
precisely. Yeah.
But now, looking back on it,
yeah.
like comparing it to like Far From Home and Homecoming, it's not the greatest.
There's not much of an actual. You could say there's a lot of heart to it because there's so many characters who are loved. But
Yeah.
it doesn't have the same. I feel like passion that Homecoming and Far From Home had. Like Homecoming felt like a really good Spider-Man reboot.
I can't wait for Friendly Neighborhood.
Oh, the animated one.
Yeah.
Actually,
That
I was laughing at the fucking trailer, the brick fucking killing that kid. long, but I know it looks. It's a weird style. But I think it will actually.
Like
be
I don't think it will be like something like incredible, but I think it will be like really entertaining, and I do really want to watch it.
Likewise. I mean, that's the thing I'm kind of excited for with at least Marvel Television. They seem to really they're taking big shots. They're like renewed it for season 3 already.
Yeah.
Deadpool's already renewed for season 2. They're ready to shoot. And what I think at least Marvel needs, and a lot of studios need to, who are doing stuff at a big scale instead of focusing on like picture by picture, is like actually getting people who are actually passionate about the work instead of making a movie for Marvel because it's a Marvel film and it's gonna make money. Because James Gunn, DC is about to become there's no competition.
It's gonna be
until Marvel realize how to do this. Actually get comic fucking.
Like I feel like James Gunn like actually kind of saved the MCU. Like after Marvel saw the reception to Guardians of the Galaxy and how everyone was like shitting on everything else they made compared to Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Like
I feel like
it was
comic movies. Actually,
it was like around that time where the MCU pushed everything back a year and decided, okay, we're gonna kind of buckle down and actually make some like. I miss when it was like 2 to 3 movies a year.
Yeah.
And I feel like they really needed that break. Loki season 2 though, that was like a really good exception.
Yeah.
Loki season 2 was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I fucking loved that.
It was very good. The ending was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
The MCU's been put like for the most part it's just been like there's been no risk. It's just been lukewarm, and if they've taken any risk, it's just been like for shock factor or to gain a little bit of fucking impressions in the moment. But what a lot of comic movies and I don't know fucking big budget things needs is just like passion.
And A24 as well. A24
is an example.
Like also is like one of those studios that is like really saving film in general for the past few years. Cinema in general for the past few years.
Young people are going to the theaters because of A24 basically.
Like they are like the first studio in a while to put out purely like original movies. Like not piggybacking off of any like IPs or anything. You know, they're like purely putting out things that are original and things that are quality.
Yeah.
Which is like I think A24 is the best studio going right now.
A24 they're definitely the hottest production company, and like by the time we're old they're gonna be definitely in like conversation of like the top. I hope they don't get bought out, but we'll see what happens, because
if they do, I feel like it won't be for a really long time.
Their value is like it's kind of invaluable in the way like because they've actually succeeded in their artistic integrity. Let's just hope they don't become like a machine like everyone else. But like James Gunn is like the perfect fucking person to lead DC, and I'm genuinely like more of a DC fan than a Marvel fan, which I never thought I'd say like as a young person. When I was a young blood, I was a young boy, I was such a Marvel fan, because DC wasn't really making good shit for a while.
Yeah.
Like the kind of Snyder era had good qualities, but wasn't realistically
executed the best
to Marvel.
Like obviously, because we were talking about it earlier, Batman v Superman, like on the way here. Like it was like good idea. Like they could like it was something that people wanted for like a really, really long time.
The potential of Batman v Superman was like very high.
It just didn't
just fell flat on execution.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly, obviously not a lot of people watched it because it's like 4.5 hours long. But Justice League Snyder Cut is actually pretty good.
Okay.
Like
I've not committed to watching it because it's so long.
I watched it when it came out, and I actually never rewatched it. My opinion might be different on rewatch. But when I first watched it, I really fucking liked it.
Really?
Like when I think about Justice League, I think about the Snyder Cut version of Justice League more than Joss Whedon. Yeah, that's it. I always forget his name.
Yeah.
One movie he made the first Avengers. That was good.
Ultron as well.
Oh, he made Ultron. I thought it was someone else. I thought it was a different director.
I think he like came on board like halfway through like pre-production or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
that,
Yeah.
Uh,
But like, I don't know. I feel like obvious because no one watched it because of how long it was.
Yeah,
But if you
yeah.
but if you
But I mean, that's like
if you
fans
view
do,
it,
you know.
if you view it as like a short show, like it is really watchable because
Okay.
it's like it's kind of split into like 4 parts.
Okay.
Like there are like moments like every 30 minutes to an hour that like is just like black and it says like part 1, part 2, and then something I don't really remember
okay.
because I only watched it when it came out.
I see.
But it is like split up into chunks like that, so you could easily
Like a limited series type thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Like you could easily just stop watching when those like different part bits come up and
It is digestible.
yeah. Like and then just come back to it the next day and watch the next bit, the next part. I feel like that would be a really good way to watch it.
Yeah.
Because I think like it did everything that I wanted to see in Justice League.
Oh, okay. That's
I feel like it was like obviously it had Doomsday. Wait, is that his name?
Darkseid.
Darkseid, that's
Darkseid,
it.
yeah.
It had Darkseid, which I really fucking wanted in Justice League, but
Yeah.
they just didn't. I don't remember if they had like 1 or 2 shots of him,
Maybe.
but they didn't have him in it whatsoever, and
Yeah.
he was so fucking good in it.
Really?
And Steppenwolf or whatever he's called.
Yeah.
He looked so much better.
Yes, yeah, I saw
He
the
looked
corridor
like-
thing for that.
He looked so much better.
much better.
Superman was so much better, and the Flash sequence near the end of the movie was so fucking good.
It looks
Like there are so many like really fucking good highlights. Obviously, there are parts where it does drag because of how long it is.
Yeah.
Like there are parts that you could have cut, but the highlights are so fucking good.
yeah. I'm kind of excited to see what happens with like comic book stories or films in general, but I think it's going in the right direction again for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
And DC is about to become, at least for a long time, like without a shadow of a doubt, like the best comic book
Yeah.
manufacturer.
The one thing I'm worried about though is James Gunn getting burnt out.
I don't think that will happen because
like,
he's like
but
outsourcing.
because
work.
obviously I mean I don't know how involved he is with all the like obviously pretty involved with like all of the projects.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they like if Superman is received like really well, which I think it will be, I'm really scared of DC like kind of shoveling him projects constantly and it'll be the same thing where it's like he doesn't have enough time and I'm really scared that he will burn out. I hope it doesn't happen, obviously.
The reason I don't think it will happen is because he's basically at the top with his partner, and he's the only reason he decided to work for DC is because like the person managing like the financial business aspect is one of his friends. And so I think because of that, unless obviously he starts becoming a dickhead and is like money,
like
he starts
Facebook.
yeah. We'll see what happens. I think James Gunn is
I feel like James Gunn is the type of person who's able to give a bitch slap to DC and say no, I'm doing it my way.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he's
yeah, that
literally at
like
the top of DC. So
I feel
he's
like
shown.
he if he does burn out, it won't be for a really long time. And I feel like he will be able to like keep the studio in check for like a really long time, but obviously nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Either he will retire or he'll get burnt out, or I don't know, something will happen eventually, or like he could like James Gunn is the type of person that I feel like will quit at the top of his game.
I
you know?
feel like he's the kind of person who will keep making movies for a long time, like Scorsese style. Like he just keeps on doing it into his old age.
Oh yeah, no, but that's
Or do you
what I mean.
like overseeing DC at the top of his game, like he leaves in such a good place, type shit.
yeah,
Yeah. I
like
agree.
like not. I don't mean like quit filming in general. I mean
yeah.
like
He'll leave DC in the best place it's ever been. Like,
yeah,
ever for sure.
like
for sure.
he
Yeah.
feel like maybe in like 5, maybe even 10 years time, he will be like, okay, I've done a lot of good for the studio.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do my own shit now.
I think
and he
it's,
will just like leave and take like 5-year break to do something his own.
I think when it was like announced that he was like the creative head and partnership, I think that was a 10-year plan, and he'll probably extend it for a bit and then chill out. I think.
No, you go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I think after, I'm almost certain it's going to be successful. That after DC sees the success of James Gunn being at the helm, that they'll respect the creative part of making movies and anything again, and so that'll be like, hopefully make a mark on the industry. We'll see what's up.
I really want to see James Gunn make like his own original movie.
Yes. Like outside of IP.
Yeah.
Likewise. I don't think I've seen any of his work before.
Yeah, I've only seen his like his superhero movies.
Don't get me wrong, it's fucking
like they're fucking amazing.
All of them. There's not a single miss.
That's why I really want to see him do
like an original script or something.
Yeah. Like whether it's like his own or like a script that gets given to him by a studio.
Yeah.
I really want to see him direct something.
That's true.
Original.
Likewise, that would.
Like I would love to see him on like an A24 film.
That's a that's a guaranteed banger.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Like
that'd be crazy. Yeah.
Like I feel like he would do amazing with like a Jojo Rabbit type film, you know, like a Taika Waititi type film.
Like just give him an opportunity to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
type shit,
like where he has because obviously, when Jojo Rabbit was like in its development, people were kind of like, this is a bit iffy. I'm not sure if people are gonna like actually
receive this well.
Yeah. Because of
the subject matter.
Yeah, because like, and
like it was ballsy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, basically.
But it's so fucking good.
Yeah,
it's such a good movie.
Obviously in hindsight, it's easy to say it was like the best swing you could make, but it was a big swing.
Yeah.
Before they actually like took the shot and fucking released the thing.
Or what was that? Oh, I forgot. What was that movie that? It's like Soviet Russia. It's kind of like Jojo Rabbit, but for Soviet Russia. I forgot who directed it.
Is it recent?
I forgot who's in it. It's like, I think it came out within the last 5 years.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. That's where I watched it. I don't remember the name, but it was really good.
I see.
Oh, I don't. You know what?
Which thing?
You can look it up later. Put it in editing notes.
Okay.
Put a marker here in editing. Look up like Soviet comedy film or something like that, and it'll come up.
Interesting. Well, yeah, that was this conversation about creativity. Oh, I'll go do a few segments. Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
I'm like giving a word of the day.
You're giving you a word for the day. Yes.
I wish you asked me this before, so I had some time to think about it.
It's, that's the joy. For any reason, you know.
I don't know. I can't think of like any good words right now.
It doesn't have to be a particular good word. It has to be a word of the day.
Dachshund.
Dachshund, okay.
The dog.
The dog breed. Fantastic.
Sausage dog. I love those. They're so cute. If I come up with a better word, I'll let you know.
It's too late.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Dachshund's the word. My word is going to be chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll.
Yeah, the shit that's in like plants for photosynthesis.
Yeah.
And any shout outs, any projects in the works. Obviously, I'm a photographer.
Yeah, I'm a photographer.
Any people you wanna big up currently?
You.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know.
In general, anyone who like you're seeing their work and it's like as good as inspiring. Could be like at the top of their game. Could be famous. Anyone, just shout outs, big ups.
Oh, wait! I need to find them on Instagram. It's this photographer that I fucking love.
Mm-hmm.
They're Jesus. I I need to find them, but they're like color grading. They use like a lot of wide, and their color grading is like ridiculous.
Really?
It's
Okay.
it's so fucking good. I need to quickly find it.
That's fantastic. Well, whilst he's finding that, I'm gonna say shout out to. Fuck. I shout out to James Gunn, actually. As we did this on the Marcel episode, but James Gunn is doing very great work with the comic book kind of industry, and he's bringing like a fresh and actually creative and bringing a genuine lively passion to the biz, you know. Same goes for Matt Reeves and Bong Joon-ho. Holy fucking shit, he's fucking goated. He did Snowpiercer, fucking Parasite. He's doing Mickey 17. He's one of my, like, I forget how good he is every time I realize his fucking filmography is insane. It's cracked.
Where the fuck is this account?
You want to just find it later?
I've been following it for ages.
Really? It's always when you're trying to find.
Yeah, and I always
you can't
forget
find
the
it.
name of it.
That's cool. Big up Shy Guy. Good creator. Very good videos.
If I don't find it in like the next... If I don't find it when I scroll to the bottom of my following list...
Okay.
Oh, wait! No, that's not it.
Okay. But yeah, that basically concludes the episode. Unless Mr. Conrad finds this account. We have to shoot right after this. You found it?
Yes. Leron Aney.
Do you want?
Yeah, they also make paintings, and like it's.
Oh, that's very cool. I will attach
very
this person's. Just send
very
me one of those
very
posts on Instagram.
I will.
DM. I will attach the work right now. Yeah, that'll bring this episode to a close.
Amazing.
Super good. Thank you for this. It's been a great talk on my favorites. It's been very, we see eye to eye. Quite frankly, you know. Yeah. We got to shoot the last.
We got the last couple shots of
the short
Fair
film.
City. Or have you not announced the?
It's
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
That's cool. So thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
Guidance and last words.
Dashund.
Boom.